All right, today's video is a combination of two lessons, 1-1C, 1-1D. Both of them deal with fractions and mixed numbers. 1-1C we're going to multiply, 1-1D we're going to divide. All right, to multiply there are two basic steps. I can multiply then simplify, or I can simplify then multiply. I prefer this one if I can help it because it makes my multiply easier. But if you don't, if you do it in this order, you're still going to get the same answer, the correct answer. Sometimes there is only this option. Well, sometimes there's only just the blue, just the multiply. So if we look at this question that I've got here, 1/5 times 2/9. Remember, I'm going to use a dot for multiply. So I want to just multiply my numerators. That 1 times 2 is 2. I'm going to multiply my denominators. 5 times 9 is 45. Can I simplify? No, I cannot. So I'm done. That was it. Easy peasy. You just go straight across, you multiply, and then you ask yourself, can I simplify? I couldn't simplify, so I was finished. All right, here's a question that would work in this way. I could simplify first and then multiply. So I want to look for things that are diagonal. Are there numbers that are diagonal that I could simplify and make them smaller? Well, 10 goes into both of these guys. 10 goes into 10 once. 10 goes into 20 twice. Now, if you can't think of the greatest common factor, if you just think of any, you just simplify anyway, it's still going to help you. But it's kind of better if you can think of the biggest. So yes, I could have divided both of these by 2. I could have divided both of them by 5. But the best number is to divide them both by 10. I'm going to come over here and divide these guys. I'll switch colors. I'm going to divide both of these guys by 4. I could do it by 2, but 4 is better. I end up with a 1 and a 6. Now I go straight across. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 6 is 6. I still have to do a little simplifying, but I'm finished at 1/3. If I didn't do all of that stuff, 4/10 times 20 24ths, I would end up with 80 over 240. 80 over 240 would eventually get down to 1/3, but that's just so much yuckier. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to simplify that. This simplify was so much easier. All right, these are your Google Classroom questions. I'm going to put them up near the front of the video because I had a video where they got cut off when I put them at the end. So pay no attention, keep watching the video, and then rewind it back to this point for the questions. All right, you try this one, 5/6 times 3/8. Remember your two options, straight across, multiplying, or look diagonally and see if there's something you want to simplify first. Pause the video, see if you get the right answer. All right, I worked it out two different ways. I worked it out if you multiplied straight across and got 15 over 48, you would then have to simplify by 3 to get your answer. And then I worked it out this way, where I simplified diagonally. 3 can go into both of these guys. It goes in here once and it goes in here twice. Now I'm ready to go straight across. 1 times 5, 2 times 8, and I'm done. So either way, you're going to get 5/16. It's just, do you want to simplify at the end, or do you want to simplify before you start? Now, what if one of these numbers were negative? If that guy was a negative 5/6, do I do anything differently? No, I do not. I just make the final answer negative. If both of them were negative, then it would become a positive number. Remember, 1 negative, 2 negatives positive if you're multiplying and dividing. So the book's going to give you some negative numbers. No big deal. Forget about them. Then think of the rule at the very end. 1 negative, 2 negatives positive. Here's another one I would like for you to try by yourself. Pause the video. See if you're right. The answer is positive 3/7. I don't really know why I put that positive sign. We don't really need it. Okay, positive 3/7. I decided to simplify diagonally. Then I went straight across. I remembered my rule at the end. Two negatives make a positive. All right, what if we have a mixed number times a mixed number? Or it could be a mixed number times a fraction. But if anybody is mixed, then, okay, we went back to our rules, our steps again. Step one was multiply, simplify, or I could simplify, multiply. However, if somebody is mixed or both people are mixed, I have a rule at the beginning that says, in both cases, make them improper. That's step one. Now one of those are step two and one of those are step three. But if you have a mixed number, we got to make them improper first. All right, to make them improper, remember you start down here, you take this guy and you multiply it by this guy, and then you add that guy. Maybe you remember writing a little times sign and a plus sign right there. So 2 times 4 plus 1 is 9. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 more is 8. And notice that I kept the denominator the same. The denominator was a 2, the denominator was a 3. They stayed 2 and 3. The denominators don't change. 4 halves is the same as 9 halves. 2 and 2/3 is the same as 8/3. So if halves and thirds, they don't change. So let's go back up here to my steps. Did I make it improper first? Yes. Now I can multiply, simplify, or simplify, multiply. I want to simplify both directions because that just makes it easier. So this guy's a 1 and he's a 4. This guy's a 1, he's a 3. Now I go straight across. 12 over 1 is the same as 12. But what if one number was negative? The answer would be negative. What if two numbers were negative? The answer would be positive. I'd like you to try this yellow question by yourself. Pause the video, push play and see if you're right. I'm going to leave these steps up here so you can see them again. Improper, then multiply, simplify, or improper, simplify, multiply. This question go. Are you correct so far? Remember that this negative doesn't do anything until the very, very end. So he's right here, but he's not going to do anything. Okay, I know I haven't finished it, but I just wanted to make sure. Are you good changing that back to a mixed number? Maybe I should have had a fourth step here that said sometimes you've got to change it back to a mixed number. Over here, we didn't have to do that because it was 12 over 1. But over here, we've got to make it a mixed number. So 5 goes into 13 twice with 3 left over. The denominator stays the denominator, and the negative is still just hanging out. So there's my final answer. All right, we're going to move on to division. 4/5 divided by a 1/10. I have 3 steps. My first step is to keep the first guy the same. So that doesn't even sound like a step, does it? Keep him the same. He doesn't change. We're just going to rewrite him 4/5. My division sign is going to switch to multiply. So I'm going to write a multiplication symbol. My 10 is going to flip. The technical term is reciprocate. Reciprocate. But I just say flip. So it used to be 1 over 10. Now it's going to be 10 over 1. Let's review our steps. Keep, switch, flip. Keep, switch, flip. Keep, switch, flip. Keep, switch him, and flip him. Keep, switch, and flip. Now it's exactly what the first lesson was, which was simplify, multiply, multiply, simplify. I'm going to make him a 1 and make him a 2. 8 over 1 is 8. If one person happened to be negative, the answer would be -8. Keep, switch, flip. All right, let's try this one. Let's try -7/16 divided by -7/8. This is the guy we keep. We don't change him at all. We keep him the exact same. We switch to multiplication, and we flip the 7/8 to 8/7. All right, now I can multiply straight across, but You remember that's not my favorite. So I like to divide diagonally, or simplify diagonally, and 2 negatives make a positive. So my answer is going to be positive 1 times 1, 2 times 1, positive 1/2. Keep, switch, flip. Keep him the same, switch him to multiplication, and flip him. What happens though if I have a whole number? So I'm looking at your homework and they're going to give you something that might look like this. 3/5 divided by 12. Keep, switch, flip, keep, switch, flip, keep, switch, flip. Keep 3/5, switch to multiplication. But now I gotta flip this guy. Well, how do I flip a whole number? Well, he really has a denominator. It just doesn't look like it. So if I switch him, flip him, he's now 1/12. So he used to be 12 over 1. Now he's 1 over 12. 1/12. I can cross things out diagonally. 1 times 1, 5 times 4. So whole numbers really have a 1 on the bottom, so that when you flip them, they have a 1 on the top. But what about mixed numbers? Well, same 3 things. So I have keep, switch, flip, but I have to do improper first. If I don't make them improper first, it's no good. So let's try 4 2/3 divided by -3.5. Okay, so first thing I want to do is improper. I'm going to multiply and add. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 2 more is 14. I'm not going to keep, switch, flip yet, because I'm still doing my improper step. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Now, I'll tell you, this is where most students make a mistake. They try to do keep, switch, flip at the same time as improper. And so they'll write 14/3 and they'll write this as a multiplication, but they won't write it as 7/2 and then flip it. They try to do it all in one step. And I'm just telling you, I'm telling you, that's a mistake. Don't do it. Take the extra 2 seconds to write it twice. Here it is in the book. Write it this way first, then write it again, because this is the step I cannot tell you how many times people have forgotten to do that. They think they've done it. In their head they did it. They were sure that they had done it, but they did not flip. They did not flip the second guy. So please write it twice. Write it as a division problem, then write it again. And can I cross cancel anybody? Yes, I can. He's a 1, he's a 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 1 is 3. He's negative, but I don't want to keep him that way. So 3 goes into 4 once, with 1 left over. Negative 1 1/3. Final answer. All right, this is one for you to try by yourselves. You're going to divide. You got to make them improper first. Oh, I should not be giving you any hints. You can do this. Yes, you can. Hit pause and come back and let's see if you were right. All right, did you get -1 1/4? That's what I got. So I rewrote it, making them improper. 4 times 2 is 8, 9, 10, 11. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 1 is 11. So I have 11/4 divided by 11/5. This guy happens to be negative. Now I do my keep, my switch, and my flip step. And I notice that I can cross cancel, and I get -5/4, -1 1/4.